Hello, I am Donut69456. I'm going to show you how to make a tile scrolling platform form. This is what we're going to be building today. Pretty good. I have some resources which I will use and I will share them after I've published this video. Okay, let's get started. These are the resources. And it's not that much, just a character called Steve and some tiles. So let's get started. Let's have a look at some things. Let's get a repeat 5. Create a clone of myself and change Y by 32. Let's press it. Wow, there's quite a lot of them, but we don't really want that. Let's make switch costume to dirt and get the same code again and put it on the end, but this time turn it to grass. And because we added that extra bit at the bottom, let's turn it down to 4. And now let's put it here and see what it does. A perfect line of tiles, but there's an extra one up there. That's because of the original tile sprite. Okay, how can we do this? Okay, get another repeat and make it repeat around something like 15 and put this in at the end of it, and at the end of it get a set Y to minus 166 and get a change X by 32. Now let's see what this code does. Fantastic. But there's the extra tile there. So after this loop, we wanted to hide. But there's a problem. Look, we can actually see it building up it. So we're going to make it do it another way. Grab your whole code and go into my blocks and create a block called setup and make it a run without screen refresh. And to define setup and put the define setup and put the code underneath setup. And when flag click setup. Now look, perfect. It does it immediately, but you notice if I press that, they disappear. And now let's edit this code a little bit, because there's not grass all the way down to the earth. Let's make some stone by duplicating it and getting another repeat loop and make it repeat 2 times and turn this to 2 timers and switch the costume to stone and then put it up on there and then place it back in with the others. Now let's see. See, stone. Yes, we're doing well. But there's something we have to work on. We have to work on this guy, Steve. He's a Minecraft character, and I think he's a little bit too big. Let's set the size down to 25. You can see that there are already code in there. That's because we need some materials to be able to code these, and I wouldn't be able to tell you myself because it's quite complicated. And now get a when flag clicked and a forever loop. Let's get a go to X there. So now we can know where he goes. This will be very handy if you want to go. Let's see what costumes Steve has. Steve Punch left. I think we should add another costume, Steve Crouch. Just select the whole Steve and drag him down to about this size. Now we're good. Switch cost, and in the loop get a switch costume to Steve. This will allow us to be able to do some certain things. And now get some if, and now get 4 ifs. If left arrow key is press and go into my block and get the very helpful block change player X by -9. And in here put change player X by 9. And in this one change Y by 4, maybe. And let's get these. This is the right arrow one, and this is the left arrow. This is the up arrow one. And you might ask, what's the final one? It is going to be down arrow. This is because he can squat down. He can squat down. So, okay. And switch costume to Steve too. Let's rename that costume to Steve Crouch. And also in this loop, get a set rotation style left-right. This will be very helpful. And now let's put this on top of this. Now let's have a see what it does. See, he moves, but he can't go down. So now we need to introduce gravity quite simply by just creating a new variable called gravity. And now hide the gravity variable and get a set gravity to 0. And a change gravity by -1 and a change Y by gravity. Now let's have a look. Gravity works, but even when he's touching the tiles, he goes falling. We need to edit that. Create a new block and call it if touching tiles. And make it run without screen refresh. Now we're good. And get a repeat and repeat until not touching tiles, and get a change Y by 1 by 1 and set gravity to 0. And let's put it in the main loop. Let's see what it does. But his jumps are a little bit too small. Let's up level them. Let's see, 6. Little bit more, 7. Maybe let's try 9. That's perfect. And look, we've done it. We've created the first part of the tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I will share the tutorial assets. Bye for now.